God asked this of us earlier in the year, and we both were kind of like, did I hear this? Did you hear this? And we did. And your obedience in writing your book has then morphed into the podcast side of this, where we're able to touch even thousands of more people.
I'm thankful for their obedience, and God asked them to write a book, and they were just being obedient. And so I'm thankful for them.
Nathan has a journey and a story that is being written right now that I'm excited to have them back on the podcast. I still think back to him describing his dad, being a man of his word.
The way in which you, just through your actions, teach how to be a man of forgiveness and grace and love, and to look beyond yourself.
That has been kind of the whole start of this, is to bring hope and encouragement to people. It's kind of carrying that mindset of who is it that you know that I should know, and who is it I know that you should know, and sharing those communities. Welcome back to another episode of Crazy Unbelievable Faith. I am your co-host, Bryant Owen, alongside my wife, Kersha.
Hi.
And tis the season for thankfulness.
Yes.
It is Thanksgiving week. And so we just wanted to come on, kind of do not our normal, here's a topic, but really just more of gratitude, thankfulness, obviously being part of our community. That has been kind of the whole start of this, is to bring hope and encouragement to people. And so today we just wanted to kind of take just a brief window and just thank those that have come on our podcast, have given their time, their knowledge, their insight, and their wisdom to our community, and share that with our community. So
I, first of all, would like to thank God for the opportunity to really have this opportunity to host a podcast. A lot goes into behind the scenes of recording the podcast, putting it all together. I want to thank Chris Decker at Creator Spark. He has been a huge, monumental person in making this thing happen. And his wife and his lovely family, they have been so gracious to us and so loving.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Chris. I also would like to thank Johnny Parsons at Sunday Morning Marketing and her team. Sophia, I have worked diligently with Sophia Martins over the course of the years.
Have you seen her?
I see her on Instagram.
They were on a call the other day. Oh, on Instagram. They were on a call the other day. They don't have cameras on. And I'm like, they're just talking. And I'm like, hello. She goes, oh, she's not on camera. We don't have cameras on. I'm like, what? So you're just talking into a black abyss kind of a thing. It's fine.
But somebody answers me.
That's
and it's
fine.
a different voice.
It's fine.
But Johnny Parsons and Sophia Martins over at Sunday Morning Marketing, they have been huge in helping us with the marketing pieces of this podcast.
I was going to go back to before even Chris Decker, Larry Levine.
Oh.
A shout out to Larry Levine.
Yes.
Because none of this would have even started had we not had that conversation back in January of this year. It's kind of crazy. January of 2025, we had the initial conversation with Larry Levine about something totally different. And it's morphed into, you need to meet this person and this person. And it is, I think that is the theme that is woven throughout a lot of our podcasts is it's not what you know, it's who you know. And it's kind of carrying that mindset of who is it that you know that I should know, and who is it I know that you should know, and sharing those communities. So shout out to Larry Levine. I know he's on cloud nine because
he really likes that phrase, guys. Just hands down.
I'm going to shout out to Larry because he is on cloud nine right now. His Dodgers won. So he is, I haven't been able to talk to him since the Dodgers won. He's just, he's MIA maybe. He's probably just, helping the parade set up and post parade. So thank you, Larry. Kersha mentioned the Deckers. Chris Robinson, a shout out to Chris Robinson and his book that we had him on the podcast and kind of unpacked. It was just launching. And just what a phenomenal.
Actually, it was pre-launch.
Pre-launch, yeah, when he came on. But just a phenomenal man, phenomenal relationship. The father power from Chris is really cool.
And if you've not read From Drift to Drive, go check it out because that is what Chris is all about.
Yeah. And then Pilot Jerry Anderson.
Oh, gosh.
Pilot Jerry. Jerry Anderson, thank you so much for your heart, your passion.
Your forgivefulness.
Forgiveness.
Your forgiveness.
grace.
Just the way in which you, just through your actions, teach how to be a man of forgiveness and grace and love, and to look beyond yourself. That's huge. I also want to thank John Maxwell. If it wasn't for John Maxwell, we wouldn't have met Jerry Anderson, and we would not have met Johnny Parsons, as well as getting in with Chris Robinson. So John Maxwell really was kind of that hub for a lot of the contacts as well. So I definitely want to say thank you to him.
We go back to our worldwide days of hearing John come in and speak about his pilot and all this, and then you and I show up in Puerto Rico across the table from the two pilots, two pilots, and it just, the story has unfolded from there. So just so thankful for you, Jerry. Nathan Manley and Dr. Jim Cummins. They came on. These were two guys I worked with in my professional career, and just so blessed to have them on. Dr. Cummins and the story and the battle that he went through, the season that he went through, but still carrying the charisma, the character. And I still think back to him describing his dad, being a man of his word. If I say I'm going to do this, we're going to do it. And that definitely came through in our podcast. And to Nathan, Nathan has connected us with some other people as well through his community, and it's been just amazing. Nathan has a journey and a story that is being written right now that I'm excited to have them back on the podcast. He and his wife, when she's ready and he's ready, because their story is, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So thank you to them, to the Bryant family. That was Chris connected us to them, the Bryant family, clear out in California, and Timothy. Trusting Timothy. Yep. Trusting Timothy. If you've not grabbed that book, please go out and take a read at that. It's a great read. Just a great illustration, a great family book. So if you have young kids, the illustrations in it are awesome. Yeah,
and it was written by the entire family. Yeah. So that's really important too. Yeah. So I'm thankful for their obedience, and God asked them to write a book, and they were just being obedient. And so I'm thankful for them. Thankful for all of the members of the community they're just dedicated listeners, dedicated followers, dedicated to spreading our name, the podcast name.
Kersha's being so polite. She doesn't want to give herself kudos, but kudos to Kersha. And our gratitude continues in thanking Pastor Sean for coming on our episode.
Yep, and Hunter Murray.
Hunter Murray, yes. I mean, Pastor Sean brought the perspective, just kind of the mindset.
Obedience to God.
Obedience to God, and kind of that willingness and the exciting things that are unfolding in our church, and the things he's been sharing, which are still yet to come with him. But thank you to Pastor Sean, and thank you to Hunter. Hunter's authenticity, his transparency of, holy cow, God asking him to step away from a very large income, a very large business, a very successful business.
Yep. All to strip away some identity and rebuild it. Yeah.
The last person that we have on here, Rhea.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce Rhea. I will butcher your last name. I'm sorry.
Chizazi.
So there we go. Yes. I have it written down, and I still can't say it. Again, I'm not even going to make a blooper of this. This will be terrible. So Rhea, thank you for coming on. But thank you also for having Kersha on your podcast, The Writer's Doubt Club. If you have not checked out that episode, Rhea has just been on other podcasts too. She's quite the podcast celebrity.
She was on Larry Levine, Selling from the Heart.
Yes, and she wrote a book, The Inside Voice. Phenomenal read. A great perspective to anyone in the sales community. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. The perspective she brings, and I was blessed and honored to be on that front end of her story being written, and then she applied it into that book, and being part of kind of that round table that she describes. She was the voice for the inside team, and there were a lot of us in field sales that were like, okay, how do we do this? And so Rhea has captured that very well, but it was awesome to have her on the podcast, her perspective, the road trips that they were on, that was hilarious, and just the ask of, we're basically moving from the East Coast to the West Coast, on faith.
The week after they got married.
Yeah. So quite a story, and there are many others to come. I hope we're not forgetting anyone. I don't think so.
No.
But there are many others to come, and the stories that are being written as we speak. And again, just you mentioned to our community. I just want to say thank you for you, for us being obedient in walking this out. God asked this of us earlier in the year, and we both were kind of like, did I hear this? Did you hear this? And we did. And your obedience in writing your book has then morphed into the podcast side of this, where we're able to touch even thousands of more people. It's just, I'm excited for what's to come. And again, thankful for our community, thankful for our listeners and our followers, those that have subscribed, those that have sent prayer requests, those that have messaged us. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
Just the ripple effect of it.
I also want to thank you for being the armor that we need as a family. You're always the funny guy that can walk into a tense room and just really lighten the load. Thank you for your obedience to God and for being my life partner.
You're welcome.
Love you.
You're welcome. Love you too. Well, and again, just to our community, thank you for being part of this. We hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving week, Thanksgiving time with your family. I know sometimes it can be stressful being around family, but look for the good. Always look at the glass being half full, not half empty. And when you need a place to come and recharge or to just get some energy, I hope that you turn to the podcast community of Crazy Unbelievable Faith. Until next time, have a great Thanksgiving. Love y'all.
Bye.